has sent us stuff over the years. Musical stuff is our buddy Tom Jansen. He's part of this musical duo that plays in the area, Toph and Tom, and well, he has great musical interpretations of songs. For example, you probably have heard this one on the Paul and Al Show.
This is my cake hole. Yes. This is my cornhole. The cake goes in here and the corn comes out here.
Classic. Very jazzy, you know, that kind of thing. And then he moved on to things like...
You are a douchebag, you are a douchebag, you are a douchebag, say Paul and Al.
Yeah, from a psychedelic...
psychedelic.
Highly accurate.
Yeah, well, that's true, too. Yeah, that was sort of his Sgt. Pepper phase, I think, when he was trying to, you know, express himself. And I guess this past week, Tom sent us a new one. It's not exactly what I would say the 94 HAY format, but nonetheless, I think we can all appreciate the sentiment involved there.
That's why we say... like some guys foreskin.
So there is the multi-talented Tom, who clearly has far too much spare time on his hands.
Like some guys foreskin.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94. HJY.
They ordered a $12 pair at CVS.
They were 12.
Wow.
Yeah. Wally World sells them, so you can head on over there.
Still not as good as Jim Shorts, who once rolled on his glasses and literally showed up to work with
Scotch taped the lenses to his head.
No, you did not.
He did. Had to. They fell out because I had. What? Remember you used to have those wire rims one? Yeah. It was like fishing rod. Fishing string or whatever. So they had to kind of place them in there, and I taped them on.
Are you kidding me?
I still have that version of you of Scotch tape like all around your eye socket, and the glasses were right in there.
Through the morning. I mean, it wasn't a style thing. It was to get me through the...
don't you just say, like, I just can't see. I'm not coming in.
Well, no.
He's a trooper.
I'm a trooper.
Yeah. This must have been prior to the day of social media, because that would have been all over. Yeah. A viral photo.
Especially when we ripped the tape off.
Ow!
Got rid of his eyebrows.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94. HJY.
Today is the birthday of the only individual, the only songwriter who has won the Nobel Prize for Literature.
And in fact, when they asked the Nobel people how come he got it, they said, well, the times they are a-changing.
Yes, Bob Dylan, 76 years old. Pretty interesting. Bob, in his private life, still ends up going to his kids' school and playing his guitar.
Oh, he does, yeah. I heard about that.
Crazy.
Bob Dylan has been playing his songs recently for his grandson's kindergarten class, and we've secretly recorded it. New from Dissonant CDs, it's Dylan's Kindergarten Concert Bootleg. Everybody must take a nap. The legendary troubadour relates to a younger audience. To be stuck inside the classroom with the recess blues again. And he feels the trauma of a 5-year-old. Knock, knock, knocking on the bathroom door. And the dangers of arts and crafts. Lord knows I've got my scissors, but it's true. I'm tangled up in glue. That's Dylan's Kindergarten Concert Bootleg. Call 1-800-BOB-KIDS. Get your finger out of your nose and call now.
Paul and Al.
I hear many voices, but not much sense.
On 94 HJY.
Hey, thanks for listening to the best of Paul and Al. It's brought to you by our friends at Dunkin' Donuts. Now, we got Monday off for Memorial Day, but we'll be back Tuesday morning, and we are really excited because we've teamed up with Revival Brewery, and they're going to bring you the latest Paul and Al beer. It's Paul and Al's Pale Ale. We're going to give you chances to join us for our release party. It's Thursday, June 8th at Brewtopia in Cranston, starting at 5:30 p.m. You'll be the first to taste our awesome new beer, and you'll have a shot at a special tasting, a VIP brewery tour, and a swag bag full of HJY and Revival goodies before anybody else. All the details right now at 94HAY.com, keyword beer, but we'll see you Tuesday morning when we start the giveaways at 94HAY. I love the Facebook posts, everyone who's seen the Metallica concert over the weekend. Everyone loved it. Yeah. And there was one person who was a bit angry. Some guy told me to sit down during a Metallica show.
Yeah, well, that's the one show you don't want to sit down for, I think. Right? By the way, our buddy Dave, the semi-disgruntled postal worker, really shot some good video, and we'll have that up for you pretty soon at the Paul and Al page. Now, I guess it was about 15 years ago, Metallica was in the middle of a bunch of different lawsuits, and they got that reputation, but they were ahead of the curve the internet, in some senses, has killed the music industry just because no one is paying for any music.
Yeah, remember, it all started with Napster.
Napster, right. Yeah. Oh, man.
They sold out even before they were in stores. The new Metallica. We're Metallica, we don't care. If you download us, I swear, we will do your ass in court, because we like the money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money. M-U-N-E, money. Whatever we can get. Money-wise. Please. Pick up the new Metallica. Plus, look for Metallica figurines with Kung Fu Grip, Metallica Frozen Pizza, Metallica Dental Floss, and soon on cable, Metallica Channel. To order, call the number on your screen.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
I'm not a big fan of seagulls in general.
They're trash-eating birds.
They are.
Yeah, they certainly are. That's why they're all hanging around at McDonald's just waiting for you to drop the french fries out of your car.
I think they'd all be dead by now.
People, people. From cholesterol,
I had a great adventure at the beach one time where, I'm laying on my stomach and a seagull crapped on my back. And it was so big, and yet it was right in that part of my back where I couldn't reach it.
Oh, no.
So I had to finally roll onto my back and use my towel. And everyone on the beach is looking at you, too.
Yeah.
Because it's like somebody dropped a jar of mustard on your back.
Remember, we had the one story of the woman. It was like a Father's Day thing, and the seagull had crapped on his shirt after they got ice cream, and he thought he spilled ice cream, and he started licking it off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, everybody has...
By the way, the part of my back that I can't reach and get to is my entire back. It's another topic altogether.
Everybody has a story about seagulls and why they don't like them. But this is going way, way over the top. Police on the Cape charged a guy after he allegedly sped through a gathering of seagulls and killed a couple of them at, of all places, Seagull Beach in Yarmouth.
Oh, yeah. That's on the South Shore. Yeah. Okay. I've spent many a time at Seagull Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why they poop on my back.
Witnesses got the car and plate numbers. Cops arrested Brandon Botello. And according to police, Brandon ran, with the flock of seagulls, he did what? What a wuss. Couldn't get away, yeah. He's charged for driving into that flock of seagulls.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
A new survey asks people if a bunch of things are gross or satisfying. They include, you guys can tell me, popping a giant pimple.
Oh, satisfying. Grossly satisfying.
Getting a big chunk of earwax out of your ear.
Oh, that's even better.
I do that every morning. Actually, I jam Q-tips down my ear. Yeah, and push it through all the way to the other side.
You actually get earwax out?
It's like he flosses.
Like chunks?
Chunks. Enough to make a candle, if by that you mean chunks.
Picking your nose, obviously.
Very satisfying.
Especially if it's one that goes way up in the back there.
Especially if someone punches you in the nose when you're doing it and you break your finger.
And cleaning lint out of your belly button.
And you know what? Al just shows off and does it with his tongue. And Jen, it sounds something like this.
Ew.
That might be the best ew. It was very heartfelt.
God, please stop. I'm gonna hurl.
Hurl over there. Hey, and you know what? Hurling is very satisfying.
You're
too.
right. Yeah,
there you
put that on the top of the list.
When I was pregnant, I did what my husband at the time called scream puking, and he would say, "You're screaming and throwing up at the same time. The entire neighborhood knows what's going on."
And you're like, "I am not."
It was very satisfying.
Why isn't that on YouTube?
I know.
Paul and Al. I had no idea it would be that revolting.
On 94 HJY.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Best of Paul and Al. It's brought to you by our friends at Dunkin' Donuts. Now, we got Monday off for Memorial Day, but we'll be back Tuesday morning, and we are really excited because we've teamed up with Revival Brewery, and they're going to bring you the latest Paul and Al beer. It's Paul and Al's Pale Ale. We're going to give you chances to join us for our release party. It's Thursday, June 8th at Brewtopia in Cranston, starting at 5:30 p.m. You'll be the first to taste our awesome new beer, and you'll have a shot at a special tasting, a VIP brewery tour, and a swag bag full of HJY and Revival goodies before anybody else. All the details right now at 94HJY.com, keyword beer, but we'll see you Tuesday morning when we start the giveaways at 94HJY.
How about Betty White? What is she, 95?
90,000 years old.
And she's all over the news because she dumped her latest boyfriend because, he wasn't getting it done between the sheets. Which is good news for
good news until you really think about it.
Well, I gave one of our near and dear friends a crack at it.
Well, Betty, since this is our first date, where do you want to start?
I'm proud to unveil my giant Dusty muffin.
Okay, slow down. I know you dumped your last boyfriend because he wasn't satisfying you, but
Not only did my boyfriend wear Trojans, he was one.
Let's just play some romantic music. Do you have any on your phone?
I have one, but I took the batteries out to use them in a crotch massager.
You bought a lot of self-pleasuring aids tonight. I mean, do you even need a man?
One thing I would not miss, balls.
Do you think a young guy like me could satisfy you, or?
There's really no way of knowing.
Well, there's one way. Just take a look.
You have a good day, sir.
Wait, Betty. Where you going? What's wrong?
It's called micro penis.
God, all my first dates end this way. Do you think 94 HJY's Jen would date me?
She's a lesbian.
Damn it.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
It's your home of rock and roll, 94 HJY. Well, let's get the kitty theme out here because we need it. So, Jen, you talked last week about the fact that pretty soon there's going to be a special limited edition of all Marshmallow Lucky Charms.
Yes.
And you're a huge fan of those semi-stale marshmallows.
Yeah, like
right?
They have to be a certain level of stale in order to be delicious. But yes, I do love them.
Well, here are some least popular breakfast cereals. I don't think any of these are going to be making it to your list anytime soon. Have you tried Lice Krispies?
Oh.
Or Cap'n Crunch with dingleberries?
Oh.
Cinnamon Toast Crotch? That's one. Scrape Nuts. That was Yul Gibbons' favorite, wasn't it?
Disgusting.
Frosted exfoliated skin flakes. Well, here's maybe one that you'd like. Applejack Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But probably my favorite of the least popular breakfast cereals is the Golden Shower Grahams.
Ew.
I think Homer Simpson liked them, too.
Golden Grahams. Those Golden Grahams. Crispy, crunchy, graham cereal. Brand new breakfast treat.
Do you remember that episode?
Oh, my God.
That was one where Homer was the astronaut. And while they're all splashing down, all the astronauts are humming the national anthem, and Homer is singing the Golden Graham song.
Fantastic.
Paul and Al, mornings on 94 HJY.
Wallen, this guy was leading this race in Italy. He had the pink shirt, kind of like the yellow shirt in the Tour de France, similar thing. So he's the leader. He's in front in this particular stage, 16, and middle of the stage, he gets off his bike and runs onto the grass, and he explains why.
I needed to take a dump. I could not hold it anymore. It was after first time Stelvio, I started to feel it.
Couldn't hold it anymore. Well, those hard seats, they activate.
Well, the thing is
that type of thing for me anyway.
You wear the pants that have the gel lining, and you're not sure if you're prairie dogging or if that pad is kind of budging at the back door.
Maybe you should have laid off the pasta, like a lot of the pasta the night before or something.
Oh, man.
You know, when we've done the Paul and Al rafting trips, that's like the one thing you want to do is before you get on that raft, you're in the middle of nowhere. You gotta go.
You can't hang it over the edge.
Drink a ton of coffee.
Even if you don't have to, you got to, right? You just got to force the issue, which is the worst, because that's when it gets messy.
That's when you burst the blood vessel. you could wind up laying on the floor in your room like Elvis.
You're asking too much of your bowels at that point, you know.
And you don't want to befoul the lovely Kennebec River.
No, can't do that. So 94HJY.com, we get a video of this guy. I mean, he takes off his helmet,
pretty amazing.
his jersey,
he just strips
his
it off
bib.
in a panic.
Yeah. I mean, why are you taking off your jersey when you're going to poop? What kind of poop is this going to be?
Uda Pipic
maybe it was a onesie.
Could have been that. Jim Short's 91st, too.
You want first-rate radio? Well, you've got the next best thing. The best of Paul and Al on 94 HJY.
Hey, now we got Monday off for Memorial Day, but we'll be back Tuesday morning, and we are really excited because we've teamed up with Revival Brewery, and they're going to bring you the latest Paul and Al beer. It's Paul and Al's Pale Ale. We're going to give you chances to join us for our release party. It's Thursday, June 8th at Brewtopia in Cranston, starting at 5:30 p.m. You'll be the first to taste our awesome new beer, and you'll have a shot at a special tasting, a VIP brewery tour, and a swag bag full of HJY and Revival goodies before anybody else. All the details right now at 94HJY.com, keyword beer, but we'll see you Tuesday morning when we start the giveaways at 94HJY.
American Girl is making changes to its doll's undergarments. The doll maker announced that they are going back to making the collectible dolls with removable underwear because customers complained when the company started sewing the underwear onto the dolls' cloth bodies.
Who the hell complained?
That's my question.
Hello, I'd like to complain for my daughter.
Dear American doll.
I can't take her underwear off. Okay, that's not the creepiest thing.
I mean, my daughter's very upset.
I'm very lucky to have a daughter that never wanted an American Girl doll, and my nieces had all of them, and all the stuff, and they wanted to hand it down to her.
Yeah,
my God, it's expensive.
And imagine how expensive the underwear is.
I have to keep bringing it back to the seamstress.
What's kind of weird is there's a whole line from Victoria's Secret that fits onto the...
Paul and Al.
That's inappropriate. That's violating a boundary.
On 94 HJY.